I came from a Christian family. At a very young age, I attended church before I kind of knew the meaning of everything. Didn't really learn what I thought I was going to learn at that age. As the years passed, my family and I attended church less and less. I've been out of church for about 12 years now, and it's been something different for me. I've been walking down a very dark path for a long time. Along that dark path, tried many things to help cope with depression, anxiety, overthinking, and always, knowing that I'm different than everybody else, not knowing really how to handle that, kind of cope with that between, doing drugs, alcohol, depression medication, always trying to find my way to cope, and each time, something else happened in my life that wasn't good, I would continue to drink more and try to find ways to cope with it. Those ways were slowly not working for me, but it's all I knew how to do. Obviously, drinking was my easy fallback to escape the reality of, where I was at and what I was doing, and, every day trying to keep a smile on my face and knowing deep down inside, I was destroying myself. Within that, I had thoughts about committing suicide. I hit that low spot, and, at that point I realized I'd tried everything and it was time for something different. I started asking for help. Friends, and from a friend of mine who knows me personally, has seen my struggle personally. I asked their opinion on the situation. I also asked my grandmother her opinion on the situation. Grandmother's always been a strong believer in faith. She told me to have faith in the Lord and to pray about it. Things in life aren't going to be easy. The stronger you pray and the more faith you have, the easier it will become. Started seeing signs from the Lord that, it was time to get right with Him, that it was time to actually act upon the things the signs I'd been seeing. Not really wanting to ask for help from anybody else, I kind of just went on my own way for a little short period of time there, and started browsing online, and just on Facebook one random day, and saw a link for Shelter Church, and I clicked on it and looked on the website there to see what they had to offer. I started seeing things about life change and related to some of the things I was seeing, and so I started listening to the sermons they had to offer. Every day for a couple weeks, that became an everyday thing. I started relating very wellly to what was being said, and it kind of stuck with me. It hit real close to my heart, and I decided at that time it was time for the next step, and just, quit making excuses and attend a church service. So attended a church service with my grandmother the following Sunday. I was nervous walking in. I was scared. My palms were sweaty. I just didn't know. Hadn't been in a church in so long. It was a whole new thing for me. And walked in the door and sat down and realized I was among normal, everyday people. Started to realize there was a lot of great people there. A lot of great people that were struggling through things just as much as myself. I wanted to learn about Christianity. I wanted to learn about life change. I wanted to learn about God's plan for me. And met with the pastor a couple times. He brought light to my situation. The Lord also within that brought light to my situation, brought me out of my darkness. Made me realize that I'm not battling this alone. Everything started making sense that I had been through, and these directions and these signs that I had been seeing for so long, and with the Lord trying to kind of push me in a certain direction, it all felt right. It all fell into place, and I was overcome with pure happiness. I haven't looked back, and I've continued to be happy. I've continued to embrace the change and enjoy the change that's coming to my life. Today means a fresh start. Today means that I'm being washed away of my old self and becoming something new, becoming something better. The main thing is a fresh start and taking the next step on the journey.
Kyle, it's an honor to know you and to get to know you more in the last couple months. You Kyle, you by your own testimony, you've accepted Jesus into your heart and life. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And you wish to be baptized today?
Yes, sir.
Kyle, in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, we baptize you.
My name is Kyle, and Jesus is changing my life.